All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a follow-up video to the one that I just posted talking about the big problem I'm having with my 77-inch LG G4. And as I promised in that video, I said that if I would find a solution that didn't involve consulting LG directly, if I was able to find a workaround or a fix, that I would shoot another video letting you know what that was. And I hope I found this fix, and let's just test it out here on camera. That way I can be sure. So let's get a test going here. And I have the remote here. And in the video, when I would press and hold this settings button, I don't know, you probably can't see it that well, sorry for the lighting in here. But when you press and hold the settings button, the menu is supposed to come up there in the top left-hand corner, the full menu. Let's just see if it does it now. See, the spinny wheels come back in the middle, the wand functionality is back, and here's that full menu. If you haven't checked out that last video, I could sit here and press and hold this settings button for a half hour if I wanted. Nothing would happen. And as a matter of fact, in the video, in real time, I would press the settings button, I would press home, the HDMI switcher, and sometimes I would have to press these several times, and there would be a long delay before anything would pop up like here, or if I wanted to press this home button, you know, and get back here. I can't tell you how many times that I'm pressing the button, you know, I'm using the D-pad because I lost the wand functionality and nothing was going on. And so I'm gonna use this part of the video now to let you know what I did to get the wand functionality back, and hopefully this is good to go moving forward. And what I did was I just went ahead and unplugged the TV entirely and left it unplugged for, I don't know, maybe 15 seconds. I didn't even leave it unplugged for a long time. I just unplugged it and left it that way for about 15 seconds, plugged it back in, and then I used the actual LG remote to turn the display back on. Instead of using something else, like the PlayStation controller or the Apple TV 4K remote for it to kick it on that way, I used the actual TV remote. And I wish I was recording when I did this, but what happened was once the display finally came back on, it automatically turned on the Apple TV 4K, my receiver as usual. And once I got back to the home screen, I started trying to, you know, use the wand functionality again. And immediately the first time I tried to do that, I pressed and held that settings button, it gave me a message at the bottom of the screen saying registering new Magic Remote. And if you recall in that prior video, I attempted to disconnect and repair the Magic Remote during the video. And I was pressing and holding the buttons that requires, and nothing was happening. So there was no physical way for me to actually disconnect it and repair it. But once I unplugged the display and plugged it back in, I turned it back on and it let me know it was registering a new Magic Remote. And now I'm gonna do some more testing because I almost don't trust it now. I press the settings button and this comes up, that's great. I press and hold the settings button, that's beautiful. There's a spinny wheel and we're good. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna test gaming while I'm in this video. So, we got the PS5 Pro firing up. It'll switch over here momentarily automatically if it's functioning properly. That's gonna kick on here. And I want to do this solely for the reason of, I mentioned in that prior video that when I actually stumbled upon there was something wrong, I was gaming and I wanted to pull up this game dashboard. And so to do that, you press the settings button, and when I would do that, nothing would happen. This would not pop up. So I said, okay, let me press and hold the settings button to see if the full menu would come up, and that didn't do anything either. So in other words, I was basically blocked from doing any sort of settings changes while on the PS5 Pro. And as you could see here, I tap the settings button, this pulls up like it's supposed to, I press and hold the settings button, spinny wheel, and full menu is back. So things are working as they're supposed to for now. So again, as I promised in that video, I promised that I would shoot a follow-up video if I found a fix or if I was able to get around it or whatever without contacting LG. There it is. I unplugged the display for about 15 seconds, plugged it back in, and for now, I appear to be good to go. So that's gonna wrap up the video. If you want to help support the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. Maybe someone else is having this remote problem and they want to find a fix for it. Hit the like button so this gets more airtime on YouTube and someone else can stumble upon this solution that, you know, at least works for me. And if you're not subscribed yet, you want to help support the channel that way, feel free to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell. I would certainly appreciate that. But with all that being said, until the next one,